Welcome to our in-depth journey into cultural literacy, What Every American Needs to Know by E.D. Hirsch. Have you ever wondered what it takes to truly understand and engage with the world around you? This book seeks to answer those compelling questions. E.D. Hirsch, a pioneering educator and literary critic, offers a masterwork that challenges the foundations of our education system. Join us as we explore how Hirsch's call for a shared body of knowledge can transform literacy and education.
Imagine a society where everyone could confidently engage in public discourse, informed and articulate. This book provides the blueprint for achieving such a vision. 1. We'll unlock the mystery of why cultural literacy is crucial for understanding our world. 2. Discover the foundations of a unified educational approach that Hirsch advocates for, and how it can bridge gaps in understanding and opportunity.
Throughout this video, we will explore how Hirsch's work, often controversial, remains a cornerstone in educational reform. So, are you ready to dive into a book that could change how we think about learning? Let's embark on this transformative journey of understanding and discovery. Don't forget, this is just a snapshot of the depth in the pages of cultural literacy. We encourage you to pick up the book and join the conversation. Let's uncover the roots of E.D. Hirsch's transformative vision. First, imagine the intellectual breakthroughs born from conversations with Mina Shaughnessy and groundbreaking development at the Center for Advanced Study. Second, encouragement from luminaries like Gerald Graff and Robert Peyton fueled his passion for educational reform. Collaborations with Joseph Kett and James Trefil led to creating a crucial list of what embodies cultural knowledge.
In the preface, Hirsch maps a vision for education, challenging the long-standing impact of Rousseau and Dewey's philosophies. He critiques faulty theories that recycle poverty cycles, not by inept teaching, but through fragmented, ineffective curricula. Hirsch's cultural literacy is essential for thriving in society, acting as a beacon for disadvantaged children to rise beyond socioeconomic barriers.
Hirsch insists education transcends arts exposure. It demands a collective cultural knowledge base for truly communicative citizens. By integrating insights from Rousseau and Dewey with Plato's focus on specific knowledge, he proposes a rebalanced curriculum that empowers all individuals. In Chapter 1, E.D. Hirsch takes us on an insightful journey into the heart of educational reform. He highlights a troubling decline in American literacy, making a case for cultural literacy as key to societal advancement. This shared body of knowledge, Hirsch argues, extends beyond reading and writing. It's the very fabric of effective communication.
Consider Japan, where literacy fuels industrial prowess. Hirsch's observations prompt alarming questions about the U.S., where declining literacy scores echo failures in educational theories from Rousseau and Dewey. Ignoring cultural knowledge contributes to poverty cycles, failing to equip students with essential shared information.
Hirsch calls for a renaissance in culturally literate content from the earliest schooling years. First, teaching cultural literacy opens pathways for effective citizenship. Second, it's a diverse, evolving reservoir, crucial for societal participation. By embedding these foundational concepts, Hirsch envisions a more informed and unified society. In Chapter 2, Hirsch enlightens us on the revolutionary concept of schemata and its impact on reading comprehension. This new model shifts from mere word decoding, emphasizing how readers actively merge their knowledge with the text. Instead of just reading, it's about creating meaning through an intricate dance of prior knowledge and inference.
Hirsch draws upon George Miller's idea, a reminder that short-term memory juggles just a few items. By chunking, readers connect disparate data into broader schemata, ensuring comprehension over verbatim recall. This insight shows why we remember narratives rather than exact phrases. Our minds prioritize essence over exactness.
Experiments reveal how schemata and prior experiences deepen text understanding. Familiar contexts, Hirsch argues, bridge literacy gaps, highlighting cultural literacy's imperative role. This chapter affirms that teaching reading transcends skills. It's about equipping learners with universal cultural schemata for holistic comprehension. Chapter 3 takes us through the fascinating journey of how languages are meticulously crafted to unify nations. Hirsch reveals how intentional standardization of language laid the cornerstone for thriving industrial economies. These transformations weren't spontaneous, they were deliberate efforts spanning centuries.
Hirsch shows parallels in nation building, where narratives become the threads weaving cultural identity. From Weems' Tales of Washington to Japan's language reforms, these shared stories cement a common psyche. Unlike China's journey, nations utilized alphabetic systems to achieve this unification.
Hirsch warns that multilingualism risks fragmenting cultural cohesion in the United States. His call to embrace a unified national language underscores the necessity of standardization for effective societal function. By advocating for high literacy in English, Hirsch champions an educational system that upholds unified communication.
In Chapter 4, Hirsch navigates the intricate dance between American diversity and the unified national culture. This exploration highlights the rich tapestry of distinct backgrounds woven together by shared cultural threads. A unified framework of language and culture ensures seamless communication across diverse communities.
America's pluralism, rooted in its founding principles, thrives through embracing hyphenated identities. This balance, maintained through a shared language, is crucial for national coherence. By nurturing these identities, we preserve a vibrant, cohesive public space for dialogue and development.
Hirsch's civil religion embodies shared symbols like the national anthem and the Declaration of Independence. These symbols form a cultural bedrock enabling informed citizenship. By reinforcing this collective vocabulary, America safeguards dialogue and preserves its democratic values. Hirsch envisions this unity as the pillar of future progress and cohesion.
Chapter 5 steps into the classroom, scrutinizing how schooling should drive cultural literacy. E.D. Hirsch critiques educational philosophies that focus too much on development rather than a coherent knowledge base. Without a unified curriculum, socioeconomic disparities deepen, leaving many students behind.
Let's contrast this with educational shifts. The 1893 Committee of 10 sought to unify learning, while the 1918 Cardinal Principles fragmented it with vocational training. These fractured experiences lead to diverse educational outcomes across students. Hirsch argues effective teaching hinges on integrating skills with content knowledge.
Hirsch proposes a dual curriculum. First, an extensive foundation for all. Second, an intensive deep dive into specifics, blending traditional and progressive education. By championing shared cultural knowledge, Hirsch envisions an educational renaissance, cultivating literacy and enhancing democracy.
Chapter 6 brings us to the practical realm, where Hirsch maps out the implementation of cultural literacy in schools. He stresses the urgency of codifying cultural knowledge, a foundation for effective educational reform. Defining these elements sharpens educational practice, setting a standard for cohesive literacy.
Hirsch acknowledges the difficulty in charting cultural lexicons, yet emphasizes the stability afforded by core elements. This robust backbone can significantly boost educational outcomes. He advocates for schools to adopt flexible, extensive curricula to build on this foundation.
By advocating for an explicit cultural literacy curriculum, Hirsch envisions stimulating informed educational discourse. This approach uproots educational laissez-faire, fostering socioeconomic justice through mature literacy. Ultimately, aligning cultural literacy with education propels America toward its democratic ideals.
The appendix in Cultural Literacy is where theory meets practice, unveiling a foundational list assembled by Hirsch, Kett, and Trefil. This catalog serves as a beacon, guiding educators and learners toward the heart of cultural literacy. Designed to set guideposts, it highlights essential areas for civic engagement, not just academic pursuits.
Hirsch underscores literary recognition through popular figures, emphasizing knowing Sherlock Holmes' essence over reading every Doyle story. Similarly, the list bridges scientific formalism and practical understanding by unpacking key concepts for public discourse. Each entry serves a crucial function, fostering an informed, articulate citizenry.
Ultimately, this appendix evolves beyond a static list. Instead, it stands as a dynamic template, reinforcing Hirsch's vision. By anchoring cultural literacy within educational reforms, Hirsch paves the way for a literate, cohesive society, armed with the knowledge for meaningful participation in the modern world. Thank you for joining us on this intellectual journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful explorations.
As we conclude our exploration of E.D. Hirsch's cultural literacy, we reflect on a journey through its profound insights into education and educational reform. This work has sparked dialogue and catalyzed change with its call for a shared body of knowledge critical for effective citizenship and societal unity. First, Hirsch's critiques of traditional educational theories prompt us to envision new pathways. Second, his meticulous mapping of shared cultural references encourages active public discourse and understanding. It's a thought-provoking invitation to reconsider how we teach and learn.
The success of Hirsch's work lies in its ability to further educational reform, impacting classrooms, policies, and community dialogues globally. His emphasis on cultural literacy resonates deeply in today's diverse and dynamic world, urging us to foster inclusion through literacy. So, as we part from this enlightening examination, remember, this is just the beginning of the wider conversation sparked by Hirsch's timeless vision for informed civic engagement. Dive into the pages of Cultural Literacy to uncover more layers of this influential narrative. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep this important conversation alive.